Guys, I want to talk to you about pliers this week. One of my favorite hand tools of all time are pair pliers, or multiple sets of pliers. I'll show you some B-roll footage running in the background of the pliers, some of the pliers I've got. I've got a lot of pliers. My bags are full of them. I got toolboxes full of them in the garage and also in here and then also in the little shop. So I got a lot of pliers. The reason I like them are they're so versatile. I mean, you could use them. You take a lineman plier, use it as a hammer. You don't need, if you're broke down on the side of the road, you got a good set of water pump pliers. You don't need a wrench. You don't need a socket. All you need is that water pump plier. It's unbelievable the things you could do with a pair of pliers. Needle nose pliers the same way. Uh, I've used needle nose pliers as extraction. Some of the ones I've got, I'm going to show you, I have used them as extraction pliers for screws that are dug in that I have to get down there and pull out because either it's filled with paint or it's stripped out, things like that. So I picked 7 pair of pliers. We're going to go through the 7 different categories that I picked. I'm going to show you the favorite one out of each category that I picked. So hang with me. Short video. Let's get through it. Hang on. Let's start out with the wire strippers. My absolute favorite, of course, is the Knipex forged wire strippers. I mean, there's a lot of people that love these wire strippers, and I can tell why. They just, to me, they strip wire the best. One of the things I like, too, are these shear type cutters, right? It goes from 10 to 16 on the solid and from 12 to 20 on the stranded. Just an awesome set of wire strippers. I love these 2-piece handles. This is the comfort grip handle on here. Absolutely the most comfortable handle I've ever had. I mean, you go in there and strip the wire, and it just strips away so easy. It's just effortless. Very little. You can see one little scratch on here. Not much at all, though. These things are freaking awesome. Love them. So that's the Knipex 1372-8. Honorable mention for these would have to be the Klein Tools. I really like this Klein Tools. Of course, it's made in the USA. That's always a favorite of mine. It does have a crimper down here. Now, it does not have the shear type cutters, which I really like the shear type. But what it does have, and you can buy these with this same type of nose also, but this is more of a flat nose. You can do a lot of twisting wire with it. This is more of your, goes down to a needle nose type, which I really like. I love the handle on these Kleins. 2-piece handle, yellow and the black, looks very cool. And they do a good job of cutting and stripping also. Let's see here. I think this is 14. Yeah, I mean, it cuts okay. It doesn't cut near as nice as the Knipex. But I tell you what, it's a beautiful looking tool. I really like this Klein Tools. So that is the Klein Tools J207-8CR, made in the US. If you're looking for a made in the US pair, you can't go wrong with these. Okay, next on the list is going to have to be the universal pliers. If you follow this channel, you know I really love these NWS universal pliers. I love these 3-piece handles that they have here. These universal pliers also have a little area here where you can grab nuts with it. On this side, you can also grab them, of course, down here. If they're small, you can put them here. I mean, there's just so many options with this. And I mean, it's locked in solid when you do that. So many options with these NWS. It's also got a little place here you could grab wire or straighten wire out, whatever you want to do. I really like these universal pliers. They cut very well, you know, no problem with the cutting. And but what stands out are these 3-piece handles. I mean, this right here, this darker gray is really grippy, you know, and this light gray is a little bit, is grippy, but not as much because this has got stippling on it. The light gray does not. And the red, of course, is just your hard plastics. Also got tether points here. And they also make some things you can clip on, accessories you can clip onto these. But for universal pliers, it's got to be the NWS. This is the NWS 109-69-180, which is 180 millimeter. Okay, next is the needle nose. For the needle nose, I picked this Knipex 26-200. It's the 2612-200. You know, reason I picked this, I bought this, I don't know, a couple of months ago. I was doing some extracting some screws. I put in a screw wrong, and instead of going to get my screw extractors, I was going to get this out, but I was afraid these were going to twist. they did not twist a bit. I was able to get in and extract that screw, and these things were so hard and so perfectly lined up, it just pulled that screw out with ease. I really liked it. Now, typically, I like the ones that have the nut grabbing like these do, which I think Hazette and NWS, a couple of other ones have that. But these are just so far superior as far as not deflecting at all when you're trying to go from side to side with it. Of course, all of them will pull straight, but when you're going from side to side like this, these are superior. That's the Knipex 2612-200. Now, also for needle nose, I really like these LN47 ACF. These are the snap-on Talon grips, made in the USA, of course. A little bit more expensive, but I'll tell you, snap-on is very innovative, just like Knipex is. These are some great pliers. These are probably my favorite pliers since I bought them. I haven't used them that much. I only got them, I don't know, 7 weeks ago. But man, what a beautiful set of pliers. They got this very aggressive right here, this nut grabbing feature here, very aggressive. This is all crosshatch, a thick crosshatch, and this is a finer crosshatch up top here. So, you know, if you go to the top, you can do a little bit smaller, finer screws, but then as you go down, it gets more aggressive till you get down here where you can really get some purchase on whatever you want, whether it be round or hex. These are just awesome pliers. So that's one of my favorite. I'll have to say it's the second favorite. I'm gonna still call it a needle nose because of the shape of it. On the adjustable pliers, you got to go with the Knipex twin grips. This is the 100. I'm sorry, this is the 200 millimeter. It does have 5 positions here with the, of course, nut extraction, screw extraction feature. But just a fine set of pliers here. Now I've got 3 or 4 sets of these. This one I don't even know if I've ever used. I've got some of the bags that I use all the time, but they don't have the comfort grip. This one does have the comfort grip. It just doesn't fit that well in some of the bags, so I kind of just keep it in my toolbox. It's the 8202-200. Just a fine set of, you know, push button here. Of course, you adjust it where you want to. But man, these teeth are so aggressive. These teeth are set just like your water pump pliers, where they're going in opposite directions. So when you grab onto something, you know, it really locks in. And not only that, so that's a little bit, you know, you can open it up a little bit, get a more comfortable grip on it. Look at that. I mean, that thing there, you can tell. You could probably drive that in with some torque just from this, not even up on the head. These things are really, really nice. So that's a Knipex twin grip with the screw extraction. Now, I'm going to go with a budget. My favorite budget plier is this Work Pro. I'm going to have to get the model number for this. I will put the model number down here if I can find it on Amazon. I bought this on Amazon. I mean, it was very cheap. I'll put a picture right up here. You could take a look at it. But these are the lineman pliers / combination pliers / screw extraction pliers. As you can see that tip there, it's got that little screw extraction in here, just like the twin grips do. And it's also got your you know, your nut grabbing feature here, very tight. Not only that, it's got some very aggressive teeth here. I mean, you could really get some purchase on it with that. But the coolest thing is the screw extraction. So finally, you have a pair of universal / linemen that have screw extraction. And of course, it's got your pretty large cutters here for what it is. Let's see how it cuts. Yeah, it cuts great. Of course, that's only 14, but still cuts great. So that's your budget pair of Work Pro pliers. Awesome set. I'll leave a link in the description. Next up is the pliers wrench. One of my favorite pliers wrenches are these. This is the Hazette. This is the Hazette 762-18. The 18 is 180 millimeter. Then they have a -20, which is a 200 millimeter. This is the 7 1/4 inch size. I mean, this is the fit and finish on this setup of pliers wrenches is like any other I've ever seen. It is unbelievable the difference in how smooth it is. Look at that, how smooth it is. And I mean, what I love about this is you can really set it with one hand. And I mean, even you can't do it with the push button, but this, you're still holding the handle here and setting it with one hand. And then you just flick it down and it resets. I mean, this thing is unbelievable. So these are made in Germany. It is a Hazette, and just a great, this handle here is like it's a cross between the Slick Knipex and the Stipple Knipex right in the middle. It's very grippy. Now these are more expensive than the Knipex, I'll give you that, but you know what, there's a reason. These are finely made German tools, and I mean, just a pleasure to use. So that's my favorite pliers wrench, the Hazette 180. Now, my top wrench of all time so far is this, the new Knipex ES Extra Slim. It's the 8751-250. I tell you, I did a review on this. You could take a look at it. I did a pipe grip review where I took the Knipex test rig and I put it in here in these jaws. I didn't think, because it was so small, you know, typically these water pump pliers have longer area here for gripping. This thing gripped. I stood on it. Well, I put most of my weight on it. I weigh 235, but I think I probably had at least 200 pounds on there. And this thing held up to the grip, did not slip one bit. It's a little bit longer. This new model they come out with this year is a little bit longer here. And you got more settings. As you can tell, the settings here, you go a little bit, got a little bit of a bow here, if you could tell. So it opens up wide. Look how wide that opens up. And you got a lot more settings. Now I have not used this since that test. I have them in my, I've got regular water pump pliers in my bags, but this I just keep in my DeWalt DXL toolbox in there, in case I ever need it, you know, in the shop, but I haven't had it yet. But of course, this got, just like the twin grips, it's got your screw extraction there with this long. I mean, this is obviously, for me, this is my favorite pair of pliers out of the whole box, and I got a lot of pliers. But these Knipex, you know, when I say best in the world a lot of times for different things, but truly Knipex is the best pliers in the world as far as I'm concerned, especially with these water pump pliers. So that's it, guys. That's my list of the 7 best pliers that I own. In a budget, I'm telling you, that Work Pro plier, don't sleep on it. Take a look at it. But that's it. See you next week.